You can use the lyrics of Espresso by Sabrina Carpenter to manifest your dream life. One of the ways you can fast track your manifestation process is by using music to bring your dreams into reality. Musicians do it all the time, and music lovers don't always even notice. Sabrina admitted that Espresso was written as a manifestation tactic, and I'll get more into the details of that later. But first, let's dive into how you can use these lyrics for yourself on your manifestation process. The first line of Espresso can be repeated consistently as an affirmation for attracting true love and romance. It states, "Now he's thinking about me every night. Oh, is that sweet? I guess so." When you spend time affirming that a special someone is thinking of you constantly, then you're solidifying that affirmation. One of the ways we often talk ourselves out of feeling like we're good enough is by thinking of ourselves as an afterthought or thinking of ourselves as someone who's easily forgotten, easily replaceable, or just not really worth chasing after. The intro line to this entire song debunks all of that when she affirms that a special someone is thinking about her every night. And keep in mind that you don't have to have a specific person on your mind to use this song as a manifestation tactic. It can be more of an open umbrella that opens the door to helping you feel more widely desirable and more widely wanted in general. In the third section of the song, Sabrina sings, "I can't relate to desperation. My give a are on vacation." This is one of the most crucial lines from the song to truly embody. Desperation is what repels manifestations. Desperate energy acts as a repellent to whatever you're trying to call in. If you're feeling super desperate about a specific manifestation, whatever it is, you're showing the universe that you are living in a state of lack. You're constantly being reminded of the fact that you do not have what you want yet. Desperate energy is proof that you are missing something that you care about. But if you can release desperate energy by sending your give a onto vacation, then you will elevate into a much more powerful position. I think of the analogy this way: the tighter someone squeezes something, the more they make it want to run away. From my own personal experience dating an extremely needy, clingy, and manipulative ex partner, the more he squeezed me and tried to control me to make me stick around, the more it made me want to break free of him and run away. My husband, who I'm now married to, is calm, relaxed, level headed, and trusting. He doesn't squeeze me for dear life because he knows that I'm always going to come home to him and that I'm always going to be loyal. He doesn't call me 20 times in a row or put pressure on me to come home early whenever I want to go out or socialize with my friends. And because of that, it makes me respect him more. It makes me want to be with him more. It makes me miss him more when we're apart. Removing desperate energy from your life, especially when it comes to relationships, is one of the best ways to make manifestation work for you. This also applies outside of romantic love. Desperate energy when trying to call in a job, losing weight, attracting solid friendships, or anything else of that nature will all have the same result if you're emitting desperate energy into the world. There are some concrete ways that you can eliminate desperate energy, and one way would be shifting a little bit of your focus to another manifestation on your list. Sometimes the best way to release desperate energy is to loosen your grip on one big desire so you can redirect some of your attention to another. Some law of attraction teachers will preach the message that you should go all in on one manifestation and only focus on one manifestation at a time. And if that actually works for you, then that's amazing. But if you're noticing yourself becoming hyper fixated and desperate on one manifestation, it's okay to shift some of your energy elsewhere. Having multiple desires to nurture keeps your energy balanced and lighter. And the second way you can release desperate energy is by praying for alignment. If praying resonates with you, then I have a specific prayer with God that I use whenever I'm on a manifestation journey for a specific goal. And this is the prayer: Lord, please grant me with the tools I need to execute this manifestation. Or if it's not aligned with my highest good, please remove the desire from my heart entirely. Or please give me the patience to wait for your perfect timeline. And here's why this prayer works. If the manifestation is right for you, then you'll be guided with the right tools to execute and make it happen. And if it's not actually meant for you, then the desire will fade from your heart. And that's a blessing because you'll no longer obsess over it. And thirdly, if it is meant for you, but the timing isn't right at this moment, then God will grant you with the necessary patience that you need. You have to remember that God doesn't always hand over a fully baked cake. Sometimes he gives you the ingredients one by one over time so that you can eventually put everything together to make the cake in a gradual process. Even if it's not overnight, the tools might be coming to you in divine timing so that you're perfectly prepared for when the moment arrives. One day you might receive your mixing bowls. The next day you might get a new oven installed. The next day you might receive your ingredients. The tools to bring a manifestation together might come scattered over time, but eventually they will come. And a third way to release desperate energy is to enter receiving mode through gratitude. The fastest The fastest way to escape desperate energy is through showcasing gratitude, since that's the opposite of operating in a state of lack. Gratitude reminds you of all the abundance you already have, and that energy is magnetic. By actively acknowledging and honoring what you've already manifested into your life, you are instantly entering receiving mode. Desperate energy will block you, but refocusing your attention and leaning into your faith and practicing gratitude is what will open doors. And the next line from Sabrina that you can lean into for manifestation is, too bad your ex don't do it for you. Walked in and dream came true it for you. Soft skin and I perfumed it for you. Yes, I know I Mountain Dew it for you. This line is super empowering because it puts you into a position to think about your greatness and how amazing you actually are. This line mainly focuses on attracting romantic love, since she talks about the way his ex doesn't do it for him. Whether you have a specific person on your mind or you're just generally trying to attract love into your life, we have to acknowledge that most adults have had failed past relationships. Acknowledging that someone's ex doesn't do it for them anymore isn't exactly problematic, because exes are exes for a reason. But the words after that are what are actually the most empowering part. Sabrina sings about walking in the room as his dream come true. She is radiating the energy of being his dream girl. And everyone deserves to be the dream girl of their partner. If your partner doesn't see you as their dream girl, then what are you really doing? Affirming that you are your partner's dream girl and that you are making their dreams come true just simply by being with them is super iconic and magnetic. From personal experience, when I was manifesting my marriage with my husband, one of the things I was constantly writing in my journals in present tense language is that I would be my husband's dream girl. I wanted him to view me as the girl of his dreams more than anything else. I never cared to be everyone's dream girl. I don't care if I'm anyone else's dream girl. I just knew I wanted to be my future husband's dream girl. I didn't even know who my future husband was yet, and I hadn't met him yet, but I was in my journal and I was writing, I am my husband's dream girl. And I was focused on creating a reality for myself where he would enter my life and we'd have our happily ever after together. The type of wording that you use when describing your dream relationship should specify lingo about being your partner's dream girl or being their dream come true. And next, Sabrina mentioned soft skin that she perfumes for him. And that's another thing I did in the process of manifesting my soulmate relationship. Even though I was single, no one was touching me, no one was even getting close enough to catch a whiff of my scent, but I was still maintaining my hygiene and keeping my skin super soft with regular wax appointments and sugar scrubs in the shower. And that's because I knew I wanted to attract my future husband and I wanted to energetically create space for him in my lifestyle as if he was already in my life. I knew my future husband deserved to have a wife with super soft skin, and I knew he deserved to have a wife who smelled fresh and delicious. And so, therefore, I made it a point to maintain my femininity, my hygiene, and my overall beauty in the process of attracting my husband. So, on the day I actually met him, everything was already aligned in that regard, and I didn't feel like I had to rush into preparation before sharing intimacy with him. There are several other lines in this song by Sabrina that are catchy, silly, and flirty, but the ones I covered are the ones that deeply resonated with me. I started the process of manifesting my husband January 1st, 2021, and I met him 5 months later to the day, June 1st of that very same year. This song by Sabrina didn't come out until 2024, so it's actually interesting to me how relevant the vibes of this song actually are to me at this point. As far as what Sabrina said when speaking about this song in her interview with The Guardian, she explicitly revealed that she wrote this song with the goals of manifesting romantic attention. She said, quote, "It was a manifestation tactic because no one liked me romantically at that time. No one was obsessed with me. I didn't have anyone I was even talking to." She went on to say that she's, quote, "always been a bit delusional in that sense." The thing about being labeled delusional in the manifestation world is that it's actually a compliment. Being told to be realistic is extremely insulting. I personally hate when people tell me to be realistic because it's like they're trying to trap me in their small minded box of what they think is humanly possible. They have a restricted view on what's possible. They've subconsciously limited themselves before even attempting to have a big life so they can avoid possible letdowns and disappointments. But the more delusional you are, the easier it is for manifestations to flow to you. If you have more delusion, it means you have more audacity. Good things happen to those who aren't scared to go out and get them. But the secret hack for many successful people is that on top of taking inspired action, we must also have an unwavering belief system backing us up that we know good things are coming our way. So, did espresso actually work as a manifestation tactic for Sabrina? Well, the short answer to that is a resounding yes. She ended up in a year-long relationship with Barry Keoghan from the end of 2023 until the end of 2024. Rumors about the start of their relationship sparked way before their red carpet debut at the Vanity Fair Oscars after party, and then they showed up at the Met Gala together in May 2024. Another detail that solidified the seriousness of their relationship was that Sabrina invited him to star in her music video for the song Please, Please, Please in June 2024. The whole time they were together, Barry was constantly hyping her up in interviews, talking about how lucky he was, and seemingly revealed his excitement for a chance to date someone like her. So even though the relationship crumbled, the lyrics of Espresso still hit home regarding her relationship with Barry. And then beyond that relationship, she's also become one of the most sought after blonde bombshells of this generation. Countless Reddit threads have been launched by thirsty men describing their obsession with her and pleading for a chance to just meet her. Her comment sections on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter are filled with men begging her for a chance to just take her on a date. She has her pick of the litter, and a lot of this attention was shifted to her following the success of her song Espresso. Thank you for watching.